For anyone wondering if we were going to have an October surprise this year, the answer is already yes. And surprisingly, we actually already now know what the October surprise is going to be. The October surprise is going to be William Barr breaking the friggin' law because he wants to keep Donald Trump in power. That's what the October surprise is going to be. And here's how William Barr is going to do it. See, right now, he is a U.S. attorney by the name of John Durham, who is conducting an investigation into the Russia investigation. Now, this has been going on for quite some time, and recently, just a couple weeks ago, Barr said, no, we're not going to release anything before the election. That would be kind of crazy. And then, of course, 2 days ago, William Barr came out and said, we have decided we're going to have Durham put together an interim report that's going to be out before the election. An interim report means even though he's not done, we're going to have him go ahead and put together what he's found, and we're going to release that before the election because we think it's going to hurt Joe Biden. We think it's going to hurt the Democrats across the board. This isn't normal. This is not something the DOJ does because it's actually not something the DOJ is even allowed to do. They are not allowed to interfere in any way with an ongoing investigation, even if it's one they're conducting. They cannot go and tell the person running it, release an interim report to the public. That's against protocol. Releasing results of an ongoing investigation is against protocol. It's against the very rules that the DOJ is supposed to follow, which is ironic considering the fact that this is an investigation to see if the DOJ actually followed the rules. But they're breaking the rules in order to tell us if they broke the rules of the DOJ. What the is going on? Seriously. We're living in crazy town. The whole United States is now crazy town, and Bill Barr should be impeached, he should be removed, and every Democrat sitting in the House of Representatives, I don't care who you are or how great you've been, you got to be at least a little bit ashamed of yourself. And Nancy Pelosi has to be exceptionally ashamed of herself for not moving forward with impeachment against Barr. Nadler too, because Nadler was the one who a few months ago said, no, we're not going to do that. You messed up. Like, this is on you at this point, bro. But here's the kicker. Like, this whole thing right now is kind of a big told you so moment. Told you so. Told you this would happen. God, I was still in the regular studio, so that had to have been early March, at least, when I literally predicted this exact same thing would happen. Then I did it again early summer. Then I did it again when I talked about Barr like 2 weeks ago, saying, oh, no, we're not going to release. I said, yeah, you are. And now here, he's finally admitted what everyone could have predicted. Okay, this is not something that, oh my God, I'm a sage. No, this was incredibly predictable by anybody with a brain. We knew this was going to happen. And I'm not even saying, by the way, I don't think there was any impropriety in the Russia investigation. I don't. Oh, they didn't like Donald Trump and they were having an affair. Fantastic. Not illegal. Doesn't change the outcome of the election and doesn't change the facts that led to an investigation either. So, yeah. Whatever Durham is going to release, and I'm sure Barr is probably going to be the one to do it, it's going to be a handful of nothing. But it's going to be nothings that they can spin into somethings. Kind of like Comey. Which, by the way, Comey was allegedly fired, according to Rod Rosenstein, for literally doing what they're about to do to tank Joe Biden. You know, coming out days before the election saying, we're investigating Hillary. Only to find out that, one, you weren't investigating Hillary and you just decided to do it for the hell of it. You didn't need to, but you did it to interfere with the election. You know, that's the real election interference, by the way, we should probably do something about. And Bill Barr says, I'm going to do it again. I know it's against our own rules. I know Comey was fired for it, but hey, who are we in this administration if not just a gaggle of hypocrites with no morals, just a strong desire to stay in power. And they will do whatever it takes to keep that power. And that is the most terrifying thing of all.